Hello everybody, this is Paul Cyan, Realtor with HER Realtors, licensed in the state of Ohio and Kentucky. Today I'm going to talk about the top 8 issues found in home inspection. This video goes along with a blog post I had written. You can check out the link below if you're interested in reading. So the number one issue found in home inspections is electrical issues, and with those issues you're looking at bad electrical outlets, bad GFCI outlets, bad light switches, light fixtures that are broken or don't work fully. So those you want to get replaced or repaired prior to listing your home on the market. That way you're saving time and money, because when it comes time to the actual deal and you have an offer waiting there that you've got time frames to deal with that you have to close within a certain amount of time, you're not necessarily going to have the luxury of finding an electrician at the rate you would prefer to pay versus, you might find somebody who's, he can come tomorrow or she can come tomorrow, but they're going to also charge you double or triple rate, and you're going to have to do that too because you're supposed to close in a couple of days. So electrical issues are the number one issue. Best way to avoid that is to take a look at everything in your home before you list your home and look it over, make sure everything's working fine, no bad switches, no bad electrical outlets. Get them fixed, get them replaced. That's one less headache on your plate. Issue number 2 in home inspections are water and plumbing issues. So that's where you have issues like your faucet is leaking or it's dripping or it's spraying water in the wrong direction, or you have leaks in your plumbing underneath sinks, in and around sinks, your dishwasher plumbing that's leaking. Anything water related needs to be looked at and repaired or replaced as need be. Water issues are particularly sensitive with buyers because a small problem today can lead to a large problem tomorrow, and that large problem could destroy an entire floor, and no buyer wants to deal with that. So the best bet is to replace any items that need replacing or repair any items that need repairing, and then by doing that, your buyer will be satisfied that the problems have been addressed. So that's the one thing you do need to do is, not only do you need to repair it, clean up the mess as well, make sure there's no water damage there, but also disclose the fact that you had that water damage and let them know how you fixed it. That way buyers are aware and they know that, hey, this person took care of their home, they're happy with the resolution, they look at it closely, it looks fine to them, and they're ready to purchase your home. Another issue to be on the lookout for too is mold issues. If you've had water leaking over a long period of time or water intrusions into the basement over a long period of time, you're going to get mold if you don't have proper ventilation. So deal with the mold, get it cleaned up properly, professionally. Mold is very sensitive amongst buyers, and home inspectors will look for mold. So if you have mold issues, clean it up, stop the source of the water that's causing the mold, get it cleaned up, and then make sure you keep all your documentation of how you dealt with it, so that way buyers don't feel uncomfortable when they realize later on that there was mold in the house. The third most common issue found on home inspections are issues with your HVAC system, your heating, ventilation, and cooling system. That's your heater that heats you up in the wintertime and the air conditioner in the summertime. So what you need to do for those is make sure you're changing your filters on a regular basis, depending on the type of filter you have. And with that, just replace it. Replacing the filters ensures your system is operating as efficient as possible. And another suggestion is to have a certified HVAC company come out and do a tune-up on your system. With the tune-up, they're going to look at everything. They're going to clean out the system, vacuum in the coils if they need to, and check everything for their service life to see what stage it's at. If there's any issues, anything that needs repair or replacement, they're going to let you know. That way, if you know ahead of time, same thing as some of the other issues. By knowing ahead of time, you get to save time. You can shop around for the best deal to repair your system, and that way you're not in the middle of a closing or getting towards a closing where you need to have it repaired and you don't have the time, so you just have to go with whoever's ready and available right now. Fourth common issue found in home inspections is issues with your smoke and your carbon monoxide detectors. If you have carbon monoxide detectors, you need to check those out, test them according to the manufacturer instructions. If they're not working, replace them. Same thing with smoke detectors. If you have a test button on them, go ahead and test it, make sure it's working properly, and replace any batteries if they need need to be replaced. Beeping smoke detectors are not a good thing when buyers are walking through your home. And if you do know that there is a smoke detector in your house that is not working, then go ahead and replace that. They're relatively inexpensive to buy from your big box hardware store or from your local department store. And just having a new one in there that gives you safety and peace of mind as well too. If you did want to upgrade your home a little bit there, you can always add a smart smoke detector to go with part of the new smart home trends. Smart smoke detectors are a great feature for buyers. Buyers enjoy the new smart home features, and it sells well, and they interface with other smart devices in your home. So it's a good upgrade if you're thinking about that. Issue number 5 is windows. A home inspector is going to check your windows to make sure they open and close properly, that they lock as needed, and also they're going to check in between the panes, see if there's any fogging. If there's fogging issues, usually that means the seals have been broken. And with broken seals, that means usually you're going to end up replacing those windows. Especially obvious too are cracked windows. If your windows are cracked, go ahead and have those replaced as well. Those will be called on a home inspection, and you might get a request to replace those broken windows with new windows. Additionally, check your weather stripping on all the windows. If the windows have weather stripping, the weather stripping should be not decayed, should be clean looking, works well, seals well, and not loose or hanging anywhere. Those will be noted on the home inspection report. Whether the buyer asks for you to fix that or not is another story, since it's usually a pretty cheap fix, but if it is an issue, it can be brought up, so just be aware of that as well. Issue number 6 on home inspections are pest-related issues. Pests like squirrels in your attic, mice in and around the house, insect damage. Insects, something like termite damage is something that's particularly paid attention to, especially where there's exposed wood. Inspectors will also check around the home to see if there's any sign of termite nesting, which is easier during the warmer months. You can see that. So you want to get, take a look around your house, make sure you yourself don't see anything. And if you do see any termite issues or any other pest issues, make sure you have a professional deal with it. That way, they go and do the proper treatment, and then you also have records of that treatment, and you made sure that everything's been addressed. And also disclose it on your property disclosure. That way, when buyers won't be surprised when they see it come up on an inspection report and say, "Hey, well, we never knew about this before. Let's forget this deal." They know up front that you had a pest issue, but you dealt with it properly, and you've got all the records to show that you dealt with it properly. That's going to be one less thing the buyers are going to really have to push back on. Issue number 7 is related to foundation, and with the foundation, they're going to be looking at heavy settling, excessive settling in the foundation, or large cracks in the foundation that are not normal, and those that actually might be letting water into the basement or into the crawl space. So you want to take a look at your foundation and make sure there's no excessive cracking, that there's no water issues. If there are any cracks or water issues, then have a professional take a look at it and have them fix the issues. A lot of these professionals will also give you a lifetime warranty, whether it be on the waterproofing or on the foundation repairs. A lifetime warranty is going to help your buyers be at ease when they come and look at your house and say, okay, that there were foundation issues, but they've been addressed, and there's a lifetime warranty policy, so we're covered there. So that's one less thing for them to worry about. Common issue number 8 found on home inspections are doors. So with doors, they're going to be checking, do they open and close properly? Do they lock properly where there are locks on the doors? Do the doors have hardware that's still in good condition? The doorknobs, the hinges, they're not rusted, they're not, they still function properly. And they're also going to look at the safety standards. If you have like an attached garage, they're going to look at that door in particular, because there are usually certain standards required in order to meet fire safety. So they will check that door to see if it's proper setup according to the local code. And additionally, they're going to check your garage door openers and your garage door. Garage doors in particular, especially when they don't open properly, they're a big safety issue. They're going to check the safety sensors, the automatic stop sensors, to make sure those work. So if those are improperly set up or they're been bypassed, that's going to cause an issue, and it's going to be noted on the inspection report. And the buyers will make that issue known to you, and you will need to fix that. So if you can go ahead and do that ahead of time, Take care of any issues with the garage door. Make sure your sensors work properly. Make sure the garage door is not excessively noisy. That's going to be one less thing you have to worry about during the time prior to closing. A good idea is to have a professional garage door company come out and do a tune-up on the garage doors, and they're just going to check everything out. They will change out any old or bad rollers. They will lubricate all the parts of the garage door that are moving parts that need lubrications, and if there's anything major wrong with it, they'll let you know and help you get it fixed too. That's all I have for the top 8 issues found in home inspections. Thank you for viewing my video. If you have any questions or any comments, feel free to leave them below. If you need to get in touch with me, my contact information is here or it's down below. Thank you.